What is the right mix? This is such a loaded question. And I know that there's not a silver bullet for this by any stretch of the imagination, but is there the right mix of AI team members to human team members? Is it 20%? Is it 50%? How does that break down, and what are some of those common roles?
That's a great question. I don't have the answer to because I've never really thought about it in percentages. I I think it depends. I know this is a scapegoat answer, but it depends a little bit on the role.
Right.
I still think AI right now is really good with text. It's getting better with design and graphics and is still not usable for video, as an example, right? So if all you're doing is video production, what I'm hearing is teams are still frustrated. Like even Sora, which is considered the best text to video generation platform, doesn't have any continuity. So it's not like you can go in there and say, create me a demo video for my customer with these 3 pain points. You're not going to get something, right? You still have to go back to your manual process or your traditional process, is probably a better way of putting it, to build those videos. But if you're writing blogs, you're going to lean much more heavily on your chatbot because you can do ideation and planning and brainstorming. You can even get a first draft. I mean, I never recommend cutting and pasting because it just doesn't read well. But there's so many elements of your process that you can have AI help you. I would say maybe it's more like 50-50 or 60-40. But for video, it's probably more like 10-90.
Yeah, if that, right? That's great. I mean, that's one of the things that I think a lot of marketing leaders are going to be considering over the next many, many years is just what is the right mix, and what problem are we currently experiencing on our team, and how can AI help fill that would probably be a better way to look at it. One of the other questions I know you get quite often regards tech stacks because they can be completely overwhelming. What is your advice for optimizing the MarTech stack to integrate AI in the most effective way possible?
A lot of the teams that I work with have a tendency to chase that shiny object, and there's a plethora of new tools coming out. There's a MarTech report that comes out every early in the year, and I think we're up to like 14,000
Gosh.
different marketing platforms. I mean, I don't know how anyone could keep up with it. It's immense. And so there's this tendency to be like, oh, I want that platform is going to solve this problem. But what I recommend doing instead is sitting down and laying out all of the tools that you currently have, because depending on your team, you might have a really robust platform in place. And it's surprising how many of these tools are launching and releasing their own AI functionality built in. A great place to start is with your CRM, because it is connected to so much else of your marketing and sales ecosystem. And the two big ones there, you've got Salesforce and HubSpot. They both have AI now built in, and they're releasing more every day. So I would start with your bigger platforms, see what they have, and then if there are gaps, identify what they are and go look for a specific solution that you can plug in to handle that use case that you have missing.